So what if the iPhone 14 truly was dramatically different to what we have today, or at least some of it? Because yes, we have some new reports that pretty much confirm older rumors for the next iPhones, but not all of them. New leaks give us details on the storage options and color variants for the Galaxy S22 series, and it seems Google wants to bring Android games to your PC natively. And I know, I'm surprised too. I'm Jaime Rivera, and if only losing weight was just as easy as gaining it once you get my age. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today are actually pretty interesting and focus on gaming, sort of. Like, remember when Microsoft announced earlier this year that they were partnering with Amazon to launch an Android app store on the Microsoft Store? Right, the one we're still waiting for. Well, it looks like Google is going to just take this task on themselves and launch something similar. Last night at the Game Awards, the company announced that they're bringing their Google Play Games app to Windows PCs sometime in 2022, and this won't be based on the Android application foundation they announced back with Windows 11. This would be Google's own native Windows app that is coming to Windows 10 for those of you that refuse to upgrade, which I know is most of you. On a new statement, Google mentions that this product would bring the best of Google Play games to more laptops and desktops, and they're thrilled to expand their platform for players to enjoy their favorite Android games. We don't have much information on how this is gonna work, but hey, it is a positive thing if it happens. Let's just see if it actually happens before Microsoft figures it out. And I also hope that by that it doesn't mean that it'll work just as bad as in Chromebooks. Let's move the spotlight onto Oppo for a second, as it looks like they're working on giving us a foldable, and for real. I mean, we've been seeing some renders here and there for a device that'll reportedly be released at Eno Day next week, and apparently it's really happening. First we get Pete Lau, now head of product at Oppo, showing some information of it, but not much, and of course we have to thank the internet to come to the rescue and fix that. On a now deleted Weibo post, we got to see some hands-on images of this device. From these, we can see that this product looks similar to the Z Fold 3, but with no crease, and the punch hole on the top left corner of it. The bezels are kind of thick, but nothing too crazy, and we can also see that it'll have a stereo speaker setup and a USB-C port. From these images, we can't really get more information from the outside. I mean, the renders we got before from Evan Blass show a triple camera set up at the back and a pretty large outer display with a centered punch hole. Again, like the Z Fold. We don't really have concrete information, but it'll reportedly be powered by the Snapdragon 888. It'll run ColorOS 12, and it'll bring a 4500 mAh battery. We'll see what we get next week. Let's shift gears onto Samsung and the Galaxy S22 series, as we got more details on what to expect. We have a new report from none other than Snoopy, and well, this is the tipster, not the dog, and obviously not Snoop Dogg, who has shared some information on the storage tiers for the S22 series and the color variants to expect. Starting with the regular models, the S22 and the Plus variant will reportedly bring 8 gigs of LPDDR5X RAM and 128 or 256 gigs of storage options. When it comes to the colors, we can expect pink gold, which is basically rose gold, green, black, and white. Now for the Ultra, we can expect 12 and 16 gigs of RAM, same starting point storage. This one will go up to 512 gigs. However, there are some rumors saying that Samsung might bring 1 terabyte just because Apple already did it, but this leak doesn't mention that. For the colors, we can expect that dark red that looks so hot in the renders, black, and then white. If you're wondering what else we can expect for specifications, these devices will be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 or the Exynos 2200 depending on your region, and we also hear that we're getting very similar price tags to the S21 series. So yeah, we keep hearing the second week of February. Let's see what we get. And finally, for the hottest news today, let's talk iPhone 14. I know, we've been reluctant to cover some of these reports considering how early it was, but it's been a couple of months since the iPhone 13 launched, so let's do it. We have a new one from the Elect that gives us information on the displays for these iPhones. According to them, the iPhone 14 Pro series, notice Pro, will be ditching the notch and will feature a 48 megapixel punch hole selfie shooter. That right there already has me skeptical, as Apple has been reluctant to do pixel binning, but let's continue. They're also giving us the sizes, with the small 14 Pro going for a 6.06 inch display, while the Pro Max will stick to a 6.7 inch panel. Both of these devices will bring an LTPO OLED display running at 120 Hz, but they're claiming that it'll be produced by LG instead of Samsung. And these punch holes aren't really a surprise, as we've been hearing about them for months from Ming-Chi Kuo and John Prosser. But yeah, the LG part is new. Now, when it comes to the regular models, it seems that things are good and bad. We're reportedly getting a 6.06 inch display, and notice a 6.7 inch model as well. I know, no mini, and then a larger variant here. Now, the difference here is that these displays will be supplied by BOE. They won't bring high refresh rate, and listen to this, apparently the notch is still gonna be here. Yeah, I mean, for today's question, how do you feel about no mini, one, and two, how much does the notch still bother you in 2021? Because in my case, I feel that the Mini should still exist, even if it was, I don't know, the SE model or something like that. There is a market for people that like the Mini, even if it's not much, just don't produce that many. And when it comes to the notch, I think it's time for a change. Like, other companies just figured it out a long time ago. But that's just me. Leave us a comment down below, we'd love to know your opinion. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on PocketNow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. You can also follow us on social medias. Our extended coverage happens on Instagram, and follow me on my personal handles to see me complain about the obvious. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week.